that's going to be a really difficult challenge for us. Moore is as good as player of the year in the conference, outstanding point guard, and one that's been different. The last 2 or 3 point guards that we have played have not been shooting point guards. And he came out here last year and hit 3 threes in a row, and all of a sudden they got out on us. We came back, but he was just a really outstanding player. So Kennedy rebounds. The guy Tolbert, 4 offensive rebounds a game. I've never seen that. 4 offensive rebounds a game. 3 or 4 fifth-year guys, and they're very good. They're very experienced, and but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Lev? Coach, is there any update on Derek's status for tomorrow night?
We tried a little bit yesterday. He wasn't able to go. We'll try a little bit more today.
How do you balance not rushing him back with, this being your last chance to get a good non-conference?
Yeah, you can't sacrifice. You got to look at this the whole thing and we learn. He tried probably too much last year. Maybe in hindsight, we'd love to have given him more time last year. Maybe we could have prevented that, but he felt he could play and he was trying. So we're make sure he's ready to play. If he does try and play and he can't do it, he's got to come out. But let's see what it is. It's a very tender area of your body, and you also want to make sure that you don't hurt him for down the road. The ankle injury will plague you all year long if you don't allow it to heal.
Brendan?
Is it just a regular ankle injury or a
Yeah.
high ankle sprain?
No, it's not
Or
high. It's not high. It's lateral. I've heard high and low lateral, which would be somewhere in between.
And what were you able to kind of take away from the game Saturday in terms of playing without him? And obviously you did a lot last year, but what was anything different?
Well, I guess it's different from last year. Spike's not in there, but when I think we learned a lot about what Mohammed can continue to give us as far as defense and just being a piece of the puzzle, a more significant piece of the puzzle in some games. And he'll have some defensive if Derek is not able to go, and if Derek is able to go. He's just learning to play defense really at a much different level than we saw last year. So that's the big thing, more and more confidence in Mohammed as we go forward.
Right over here with Tony. Given what obviously not too fond of memories of the game last year against SMU, it was during a rough stretch for you guys. Do you feel like a win tomorrow could mentally help turn the page from what happened last season?
Well, they were a really good team. They won 27 games.
Right.
It'd be no different than losing to Wisconsin here because they were a really good basketball team. And so we were ahead in that game by 3 points with 7 minutes to go after being down early by 8. And but we just really didn't play well, and credit them. So this is not about last year at all. This is about quality. If you can play 2 road games in your preseason, in your non-conference against quality opponents, and go 2-0. That's a heck of a start as you go into conference season as far as away victories. That's what it is. It is, as they came in here last year trying to get in the NCAA tournament, we win at Michigan, that's going to help us. Same thing, we win at SMU, that's really going to help us. We understand it's going to be a big crowd. Michigan doesn't come to town every day, and it's going to be a great atmosphere for a game.
Chris?
How close are you defensively? You're making strides each game, I'd imagine. Are you more pleased with where you are at this point than you were a year ago?
We are getting better. There's some areas that I wouldn't disclose that we're just, it seems it's like a step forward and a step back every day. But we're just trying, and I think through just the repetition, the volume is going to build confidence, the volume is going to build consistency. We're going to be able to do some things better. But we have the same mistakes happening a lot, and we're just working on them. That's all we do. I wish, in this span right here, between rest and practice, we don't have a lot of time to work on some of the fundamentals we really want to work on defensively. We got to just be more scouting report specific as opposed to, some of the really important fundamentals of defense.
In terms of developing consistency for Aubrey's production, what are the keys there?
Well, I think he's got to sort of look at the court a little bit differently and see where his time to attack and where his time to hold back a little bit. We certainly want him to take good shots, and you can see the shot is as pure as there is. But as he goes forward, he's got to get to the foul line, he's got to attack, but he's got to attack under control. That's the biggest thing.
For him to develop into being a consistent scoring option, where does that kind of list obviously a bunch of key keys on the team, but where does that kind of?
Well, yeah, I think that to put him in the ball screen is the next step, and we're trying to get there. We worked 20 minutes with him yesterday just on that alone, because that's the Tim Hardaway progression. You know, he's not ready, okay, we think he's ready, and it changed our offensive world. And so this is a similar type of thing where I remember Tim the first couple times, he got doubled or whatever, the ball was flying all over the place, and pretty soon he got pretty good. So that's the next step, with him and Duncan as well.